Good, whatever it is, I'm Antalous. Welcome back to Space Engineers. So, I think we're ready. I tried turning on the atmospheric thrusters, because as some of you pointed out, I had forgotten those. I realized it at the end of recording last time, but I powered them on, and I don't think we have any that are pointing what is our current up, because you don't need them in atmosphere, because ship is currently upside down. And so, yeah, we're gonna see what we can do. What I'm thinking we're going to do is I'm going to power on all the systems really quick. I've got them down here in the bar, so 1, 2, and 3 will go on. 4 is the thrusters that are going to be down when the ship is pointing the right way. So we'll go up, flip over really fast, and power off these thrusters. And then hopefully fly it back to base. When I was testing it out, we kind of slid along the ground a little bit when I just powered them on, so I think that means we're probably good to go. I actually nearly crushed the mining ship, so that's that parking spot you see as I moved it up there. It ended up by, let's see if we can zoom in on it. You see that front interior turret on the side? It was just below that, like, inches from the side of the ship. So I'm really glad we didn't destroy that, because that would be, what, the third mining vehicle I've destroyed? But this one would only be slightly my fault. So let's get this powered on. We're gonna have to do this maneuver very, very quickly. So 3, 2, 1. And start rotating. Thrust up. Recenter our view. Okay. As soon as we stop sliding, I think we're good. Okay. And then we want to gain some altitude so that we can rotate and have it drop a little ways and be okay. I've added gyroscopes to the roof there because I'm worried it's not going to rotate fast enough. Also, we have 2 hydrogen thrusters to what is our current right and 8 to the left. So we're going to rotate to the left, I'm thinking, just because of that. And we're going to try for about 1.5 kilometers-ish. I feel like that's a ton of space, but that's kind of the idea. And let's decelerate. We're close enough. So we're going to rotate in 3, 2, 1. Okay, don't fall. And we've started falling. Still falling. And we are holding steady. Our rear thrusters didn't turn on. That could be an issue. So I've been trying to figure out the layout of this ship once it's right side up, but it's kind of hard to figure out everything while you're upside down. So we're gonna, oh shoot, I forgot to turn off the large hydrogen thrusters. That was part of my plan. Down here, yep, okay. And groups. They're called up. Airlock Block on, off, what I want, and you can shut off. Okay, so that should save some hydrogen fuel. We are at 71%. And we've got to get over the base. One of the things I want to test too is, can we fly without hydrogen? And I believe the answer to that is no. We are burning through this hydrogen so fast. Maybe we'll just have to test that if it comes down to it. So let's drop our altitude a little bit. We don't need to be so high up anymore. And getting us closer to the ground is a good idea. Because that way if we fall, we won't fall so far. We are still falling. I think that's just because the ground's coming up though, so we're going to drop a little bit further. I wish you could see directionally which way you were going. Like if you could set up an arrow on your HUD that would say, like, oh, you're going slightly down and forward at the same time. Okay, drop us. We are at 56% hydrogen, 55% hydrogen. Okay, we're almost over the lake, which means we can start dropping pretty quickly. We're almost at max speed too. Oh, we can slow down this thing really quick. And I wish I'd set up the hydrogen thrusters so I could shut them off. That would probably save us a fair amount of fuel. Oh, we're going max speed down. I don't want to do that. Okay, looks like we'll be able to slow down from max speed in 500-ish meters. We're going to give that some wiggle room. And let's keep going forward, get as close to the base as we possibly can. 41%, 1 kilometer up. Oh dear, this makes me so nervous right now. 500 meters, 50 meters a second. We're going to land on the ice too, because it's a nice flat surface, and I didn't actually remember to add any landing gear. Oh, that's rotate, that's rotate. Q and W are rather close together for times like this. So let's bring it close in. We've been kind of aggressive in our maneuvers, but I don't think this ship has the hydrogen to do otherwise, and I'm pretty confident that we can't fly on 3 atmo thrusters, and it looks like it's supposed to hold 8. And I'll explain why. Oh dear. I'm going to crash into that wall. 25% hydrogen and dropping. 105 meters. We still got a ways to go down. I'm not sure what that height is to as well. So we're probably closer than that off the ice. Oh no, that looks like about the 30-ish meters it's saying. 18% hydrogen. Scoot forward just a little bit. I would love to have us a little closer to the base. And the plan is we'll do some initial repairs here so we can land much closer to the base. And then we will bring it in. Oh, I think we're scraping gyros right now. Yeah, I believe our landing gear could have been locked at that point. 13% hydrogen. At 10%, we're just going to set down wherever we are. Lock. Yeah, that's pretty close. Can we lock? Landing gear's locked. Okay. And atmo off. Hydro off. Ion off. Hydro. It looks like they're all off. 10%. Okay. 2 days of fuel with the uranium we got here. I kind of left some holes in the ship from my attempts to figure out where everything was. Okay. But we'll need to get things like this fixed. Let's see the ship we just captured. And as part of that... Ooh, that's the build and repair system. I gotta turn down the volume in that too. We're gonna want to turn on these LCD panels, because I believe most of these will tell us what's there. Programmable block LCDs, sure. Text panel, sure. Light LCD. Oh yes, that sounds awesome. And it does have Tim set up. I don't think... Yeah, we don't have access to the timer blocks, so Tim doesn't actually work right now. Okay, so this is computing, like it says on that. And... offline. These screens are all offline. So... text panels... on. These are probably what's set up with Tim to show us what we have in our inventory. Cryo/gravity drive. Okay, so the gravity drive, yeah, the attacking blocks didn't capture it for some reason. I'm not 100% sure if I'm going to keep it. I don't think they work in atmosphere, and that's honestly the main time we'd need it. And in space, I'm not sure how much use we have for it accelerating very quickly. The lower bridge is where we came from, right? And I finished that block. Okay. Oh, it's also where we first entered the ship, too. The turrets on the side and all that fun stuff. Oh, booting up. I don't think it can boot up given timers aren't friendly. Look. Hydrogen tank. 100%? What? Hydrogen tank. 11%. I wonder if that's just a static display. Whoa. Press all the wrong buttons. Yeah, it's a static display. So it's not actually set up to change or anything. So it's always going to show 100%, which makes that kind of useless. That's great. Okay, that's one of the programmed LCDs. And go down here, engineering. This thing is powered off. Oh, these are the landing wings. I like, and then these are the atmospheric thrusters. So we are missing one there, and then we're missing 4 in the back too, because I believe this is another spot for atmospheric thrusters. I'm pretty confident we don't have the pieces. Build one. But let's get started on it too. I love how I can stand in invisible stuff. Nope, that one's too low. You're just gonna make that sound the entire time. I would love to get these online because that will really extend our flight time. I put that one at the right height. So hard to place. There we go. Yeah, those look great. And then down here we've got a refinery and a little area to drop down. Oh, these are assemblers? Oxygen. Okay. And those are hydrogen tanks, it looks like. I don't feel like these types of ladders are that useful. I wish Keen would put the actual ladders back in the game. Go back in the ship. I assume the ship is mirrored too. So, not a whole ton of reason to come out here other than to verify. Yep. Those are the thrusters we added on out there. Out here is where we entered the ship and where we backed it. So, we're gonna have to rebuild this section. It's not conveyored up anymore, which is probably why the back hydrogen thrusters weren't working. Excuse me. It's just they couldn't receive hydrogen. Oh, let's not run off that edge. That sound is annoying. And then right here's where we had our temporary cockpit. Go back up the stairs. Main deck. What's going up here? Oh yeah, we didn't go this way, I believe. I tried to explore this a little bit by flying upside down, so I could get a feeling for it, and it didn't go so well, obviously. I like the observation lounge, open air, really good, especially in space. You like that natural air. So we'll probably leave that as it is. That's a nice feature. I probably paid extra for it. And then here, got a ramp, and then that's the reactor down there, I believe. Yeah, it's just got a glass covering over it. So I think this is like a battle bridge. And we have another here. Yeah. So you'd probably want to put the pilot of the ship in that lower one where we first entered. And then you could have like turret operators here, would be my thoughts. And then down by the reactor, you can have, I don't know, other crew members. A long way for a captain to shout, though. Need a good comm system, I feel like. Got our jump drive, that's going to be important. It's no use to us until we're out of gravity, unfortunately. So we can't just jump into space. But it is a start. Let's see. I don't have the hydrogen I need to fly back to that base. Are you conveyored up properly? If I give you stuff? Hopefully the build and repair system can take it from there. We gotta go grab our mining ship from the parking spot. I need to refill up my hydrogen on me, and then we're gonna refill up the hydrogen on that ship, which is why we need the mining ship over there. Just gonna need a ton of ice. And then we'll get the atmospheric thrusters online. We will bring it closer to the base, and we'll be able to get the rest of it online. Hydrogen bottles, that should be more than enough to get us over there. We just go with the long flight. So I think that went pretty well. And obviously, given we landed it, I scraped up the gyros. I don't know how much that's going to cost us resources-wise, but I think we'll be okay with it. And I got to get rid of those gyros as well, too, because I like the idea of it having extra gyros, but I don't think it's going to need so many. And if I am going to have them, I want them somewhere internal, so they're protected. We're going to make our own changes to that ship too, other than just repairing it. I do have the shield mod installed, and so that's going to get some nice shields. Where I'm going to install them? Maybe where the gravity drive is, actually. I think that's probably the best place I'll have for it. Because... I slow down before I crash into things. I don't think I really need a gravity drive, especially if I have a shield to protect me, and it's got some decent weapons. I believe it had missiles, so we might see how much platinum we can get from those missiles, and maybe construct a single shield generator. It's surprising to me also that it only has one large reactor, but it was enough to power the entire ship. I don't know, we'll see. We might have to add a second one so we can put the nanite system, not just the build and repair system. I like the nanite system because we can put down a mine beacon, have it actually pull out resources of asteroids and things for us. Well, this ship doesn't slow down nearly as fast. Or maybe it does. It just feels slower. I miss hydrogen already. Are those grills too close to the cockpit? I don't think I've had an issue with them yet. That might be something I need to pay attention to. Oh, and we're gonna need to set up a connector that this thing can dock to. Down. Man, my flying is making me nervous even. There's no internal hangars on this. Not that I've seen at least, and I'm pretty sure that's accurate. Thinking what we're gonna do. We're gonna rebuild one of these connectors to point to the back. This one isn't even connected right now. So, let's get on this construction project. Select our nice pink color, move that. Let's go get rid of the gyros too. I don't fit. I'm too tall or something. And like I said, I'll probably have to add these gyros back. Let's get rid of the solar panels too, because they're not going to do us any good on the bottom of the ship. Oh, the build and repair system is just taken up with the blocks. It can't actually finish. These gyros will have what we need to be able to finish those, though. Those large atmospheric thrusters. Good. No antenna, so we're gonna have to go back in the ship to get that to work. Open Tide. I like it. I'm probably gonna rename it though, honestly, because my shit. Build and repair system. What are your settings? Weld before grind. Let's grind before weld for a little bit, just to get you some of the resources you need, and then we'll flip it over. Because I've done it on grind if weld gets stuck before, and what it will do is it will take out 3 motors and be like, I have the stuff I need. Construct the end for a little bit. But I think this is where I'm going to call this episode. We're right at time right now, and honestly, I'm just going to be sitting around waiting for things to happen, and then nice. Oh, I'm Antalous. I will catch you later.